It is never too late to be what you might have been, by George Eliot. Namaste, and my name is Anvit. Have you ever wished that you were a different person? Not entirely, of course, but that you had some different qualities and habits, or that you did not have some qualities or habits. I have. Procrastinating, overeating, and terrible time management were qualities that I did not wish I had. One day, after drowning in my emotions, I decided to do something about it. I had gone online and looked up methods to help me break these habits. And what I had found had helped me immensely. And now, I'm going to share them with you to help you do the same. Since 1908, the British cyclists had won only one gold medal in the Olympics. They had fared even worse in the world's biggest cycling race, the Tour de France. In 110 years, no British cyclist had ever won that race. A coach named Brailsford had been hired to put the British cycling team on a new course. What made him different from the previous coaches was that he had a strategy called the aggregation of marginal gains. The notion behind this strategy was to find a tiny margin of improvement in everything you do. Brailsford and his team began to make minuscule improvements. They tested out different massage gels to find the one that led to the fastest muscle recovery. They determined the type of pillow and mattress that led to the best night's sleep. They even painted the insides of the team's truck white to spite tiny bits of dust that usually go unnoticed but can degrade the performance of the finely tuned bikes. They kept making minute improvements in unexpected areas. All these tiny changes accumulated to give them amazing results. In a span of 10 years from 2007 to 2017, the British cyclists bagged 178 world championships, 66 Olympic or Paralympic gold medals, and captured 5 Tour de France victories. We can perceive from this that habits are little changes or improvements part of a bigger system. Getting a little better every day counts a lot in the long run. But we need to understand the details because habits can work against us too. There are all sorts of harmful consequences because of bad habits. The habit of drinking and smoking regularly can lead to degrade one's immune system and affect our livers and lungs. The constant habit of checking our phone every now and then can keep our focus wavering and can keep us distracted from finishing our work. Tiny and almost invisible habits such as biting our fingernails, speaking while eating, they might not seem important to us at the moment, but once habituated to something, it gets harder to stop, therefore making the harmful consequence of the bad habit inevitable. Motivation is what gets you started. Habits are what keep you going, by Jim Rohn. A few days ago, me and my sister got into an argument about who eats more junk food. The argument kept escalating to a point where me and my sister decided that whoever lasts without eating junk food for a longer time wins. A few days after that, we had gone to our friend's birthday, where the amount of junk food made our mouths water. Me and my sister were offered a plate of fries, which we both declined. But when I declined, I said, "I'm not a person who eats junk food anymore." Whereas my sister replied, "No thanks, I'm trying to stop eating junk food." That is when I realized my sister still believes that she's a person who eats junk food. After using that to my benefit and a little more exposure from all the food around her, she ended up munching down some fries and a burger. The biggest contributor to our habits is us, obviously. It is who we are and what we believe. It is what we want to become and not what we want to achieve or accomplish. When we want to build new habits, we have to make a change to ourselves, our identity. And when we want to break them, we should believe and not just think of it as an achievement that we can wear as a badge of honor when accomplished. Ultimately, our habits are what help us become the person we wish to become. They change and develop us. So therefore, our habits quite literally become us. It is who we are. Thank you.